Pleasure to welcome you on board this morning's flight to Tamale. We are number one in sequence for departure.
I'm looking at what I call the Savannah Gold. Forgive me for coming up with my own. Hopefully it's an adopted term. It's Shea butter in the northern region and the other 3 regions.
In fact, that's the right term to use, the gold of the savannas. It's a wonderful tree crop.
The women will go to the bush, then they will gather the nuts. They are in shells. When they pick it, it will be wet. They will dry it. After drying it, then they will use wood. They will crack it, then separate the shells from the nut. Then they will now wash the nut, then put it into the grinding mill.
Again, I call Shea the Savannah Gold. Priceless commodity, naturally regenerated, very similar to the Sudan gum arabic. So again, to see how much they patronize the goods, 1, and 2, the level of interest they took into, learning about any agro-industry tourism that is, taking place in the northern region was very, very enriching.
The crusher will be able to break this whole nut into smaller particles like this. And therefore, instead of roasting the whole nut like an hour and 30 minutes on fire, when it is broken like this, by 35 minutes, you are able to roast your nut. It is well cooked.
They will now grind it into liquid form like groundnut paste. So after that, the woman will be cutting it small. Then they will be kneading.
We introduced this simple machine in 2012, and this needs 80 kilos of this in 20 minutes.
In Ghana, it is the private sector that works around the shea industry to ensure that they tailor most of the issues that we face in Upper East, Upper West, and Northern region to get a hearing. 1, we don't have a reliable market throughout the year. So it's as and when we get an order from a private entity or a company that we are able to process, and then the women make money out of it.
This is the byproduct. The byproduct, they can also use it after it dry. They also use it to set fire as fuel wood. And people also come to buy it from them for manure.
There are projects that come, agriculture projects that come, and then they contradict with what we want to see. We had an NGO, which I wouldn't mention, that worked with farmers, and they had to clear a vast land to either farm rice or maize. Then it means that if we have larger farms being cleared, then the shea nuts or the shea tree species is endangered.
Now we gain a lot of information, mainly in the field. We see the communities, because in Sudan we have communities depend on gum arabic trees, and now here we see a lot of communities depend on shea butter.
I would want World Bank to also get in touch with other NGOs that are implementing agriculture projects in the regions to ensure that whatever they are doing, they incorporate climate actions into them, so that they don't just clear the vast lands or cut down trees at the expense of the shea industry.